Good morning. It's Miss Kim. It is 10:11 a.m. and it is Monday, August the 10th at 10:11 a.m. So I just wanted to do a three-card spread for all the signs because that's something that I have not done in a while. And if there's a sound in the background, that's the landscapers, so I can't do anything about that. But I thought we would get started and I would start with Aries and we'll end up with Pisces. Okay, so basically, this question is about what does Aries need to know right now in the here and now? Okay, Aries, talk to me. Okay. So the first card is the present. So it's very important that you not be in a place of wanting to win and being competitive so much that you cause pain to other people. And if that's not you, then you need to look out for someone like that in your environment. Because this card is a card of competition. There is no doubt about that. And here we have the Three of Pentacles, which means uh, in the recent past, someone may, if they haven't already, consult you about something that you have, your special skills that you have to help them and possibly have a freelance commitment from someone. But it also means there can be mediation going on between two people, and it can also mean something having to do with like counseling in some way. And then the last card is saying money could come in slower than usual, but it definitely shows that it is going to start to rise and that you're going to see more results financially soon over the next week. So let's take a look at Taurus. Just a moment. What does Taurus need to know in the here and now on August the 10th, 2026? So the first card is it never surprises me because something financial will always show up between Capricorn and Taurus. But in this case, it's Taurus. So it's the beginning stages of wealth and creativity, inventive thoughts. And so that's the here and now. And then it shows there may be people in power that you may have to talk to, people in authority. It can mean an attorney. It can mean dealing with the law in some way. It can mean government. So that's just something to be aware of. And then it is showing a water sign, male, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that can be in focus. A man that's got blue-green eyes, medium brown hair, um, generally is in a caring profession like a counselor, but he can also be an engineer as well. But it also can just speak of what the card means, which is someone who is good in mathematical skills. They have attained a high level of degree in that, as well as being a compassionate and understanding person. If it's a person, they can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, older than 40, and definitely a caring individual. All right, so let's take a look at Gemini now. You notice I'm wearing the brace again because the knee is doing weird things, so I'm trying to keep from having an injury. So let's see what is going on with Gemini at this time. Okay, so the one thing about Gemini you need to be aware of, and we'll talk about this after we finish this definition here, which is movement starting. Uh, news that comes in that creates some positive energy to create movement again where there's been stagnation. And this is worry. This is any mercurial um, sign like Gemini or Virgo, very mercurial in their minds, and they are have a tendency to worry and analyze and ruminate. So this is showing what has recently just transpired for a lot of the Geminis right now. And also, it is saying, even though the news has come in about movement, there'll still be a little bit more delays between now and September before things are really rolling to the way that you're comfortable with, because Gemini likes to be in motion like Sagittarius does. And when things slow down, it makes them very uncomfortable. So let's take a look at Cancer and see what Cancer needs to know in the here and now. Family, of course, that always makes me laugh too, because that is the thing with Cancers. Their families are super important to them. That is where their base of home base is. It's definitely, they want prosperity coming into their home. They're concerned about their children and their friendships. It's just very important of entertaining while they're at home. It is showing that aggressive energy definitely can impede you at this time, where you're going in too hard because you want something too fast. So it's very important that you kind of slow down a little bit. And this card definitely is a Cancerian card, where it wants to hold on to things because it's afraid it might need it later on. And so that might be an issue. What are you holding on to that is standing in the way of your next step? What are you holding on to that is standing in the way of your relationships? What are you afraid of financially? Those are questions you need to be asking yourself. And so the next 3-card spread will be for Leo, and see what Leo has to say for the here and now. I know what it's saying outside. It's super loud, and I hope you can't hear that. Okay, we're picking up some other cards from same thing. What is Leo right now currently holding on to and doesn't want to let go of? Some of that's ego based, some of that's financial. It's definitely important to know when to let go. Are you holding on to it because of your ego's involved, or are you holding on to it because you think you really need it? Do you really need it is the question. And here it's saying, yes, we're being in the moment. We're thinking what's going on in the moment. But we need to look ahead a little bit and ask ourselves, where are we going and what do we need to prepare for the next step? And then the um, outcome card is, don't burn yourself out so much that when something really good comes towards you, that you won't want to deal with it because of that emotional exhaustion. And this is on an emotional level, being burnout emotionally, where you've maybe had too much drama, you've had too much issues with an emotional situation where you just don't want to engage. So just be really careful and mindful of that. So let's take a look at Virgo and see what Virgo wants to say. We're going to pull that out since it jumped out at us. Uh-oh, we got 2. And so let's see. Whenever cards jump like that, you want to really take a look. So this one is showing that finances are definitely going to be rolling in, and that you need to prepare for the beginning stages of wealth. This is showing a man who is very compassionate and caring. We've seen prior what he is about, who could be helpful in this matter. He could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could be an engineer, he could be a counselor, but this man will be significant. And the coming is a message coming in related to business that's going to be very important to a lot of Virgos right now. And the next, we're going to do Libra. I'm trying to stay within a reasonable amount of time so I can upload it. It won't take years, and it'll be not too long where people can focus on what I'm saying. So, what is it that Libra needs to know? This one wants to come out. Two of them want to come out. Okay. All right, Libra. So, your information that you're getting is going to come out in small sums. And it looks like you may get the information in different ways, but the truth is going to start to come out. And Libra is all about finding out what the truth is. And it is showing, getting a balance in your life. It's showing your relationships and friendships are definitely very important at this time. But it's saying don't let your emotions get out of control to the point that you get unbalanced again. And don't get upset if there is a delay in your plans. The main thing is stay on the road that you've been on and not veer off because of getting emotionally upset. Because everything will turn out much better if you can stay in that balanced state. So let's see what Scorpio needs to know. This guy over here wants to come out. So here we have triumph in the excessive degree, which means, yes, you're successful, but it could get extreme. But there's not anything that a Scorpio does generally that is not in the extreme sense. They don't do moderation very well. They can, but it can be more along the lines of extreme in feelings, So the lesson here is to get to some middle ground, showing reliability, responsibility, interest, definitely being dependable. If this is the definition of the card, but it also can indicate a person between 28 and 32 years old that could be significant, that is a male with dark hair, dark eyes, dark complexion. He's slow riding. He's very sure-footed of what comes next. And then the outcome, we're all going to have some delays, it looks like. I've gotten it on three different people or three different zodiac signs. So expect some delays. Don't get suspicious. Just know that things are developing in the spiritual realm to come down to the earth realm, and it's important to be patient at this time. So let's see what Sagittarius needs to know. So the one thing is saying don't try to get by with something because you can. It's definitely showing somebody, either you or in your life, might try to get by with something undetected. Sometimes it can mean a theft. And then here we have definitely taking charge, having the reins of control in your hand and knowing where to steer things. It's saying August is a good month to create more activity that's in a positive way. And it also can mean air travel to some of you Sagittarians, but it definitely shows movement in a lot of areas of your life. And sometimes it can mean someone confessing that they love you. And then let's take a look at Capricorn and see what Capricorn has to say. I'm definitely getting toward the end of our time. So, but I don't want to rush it for all the signs. So once again, it is definitely showing possible air travel, movement, quick movement that comes in. Undertakings that you have planned will move. It is showing a lot of work, a lot of commissions, And here it is showing a business opportunity that's going to come from a different source, possibly a young person, and messages about that. And then here we're going to go to Aquarius and find out what Aquarius needs to know. Let's see. If you've had anxiety about money, that's getting ready to stop. By October, you're going to be able to see a big change in your finances and stability in your home. Just make sure that who you share joint assets with or handles your money is a trustworthy individual, because it is warning that there can be theft financially or materially. All right, so let's take a look at Pisces and see what Pisces has to say. Expect news coming in, possibly about work or a scholarship that's related to with business or work. And with this Page of Pentacles. And then it says there could be an energy that rushes in quicker than you're expecting. And it says that money could come in slow, but it will start to move quickly once that message comes in from an individual that has no fear. So that concludes all 12 signs, 3-card spreads for what you need to know now. I'm Miss Kim with Miss Kim's Tarot and Astrology.com. My regular hours are now Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then I start back to work again from 5 to 7 p.m. and work some Saturdays and Sundays, but I won't this coming. Um, if you have any questions, I'll leave the link below the video, and you certainly can contact me. And I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later.